disappointing loss. Give Northwestern credit, but they outplayed us. They outplayed us. And they out hustled us. They out hit us. And when that happens, you got to look at everything, including myself and all the way down our roster. Anybody that made this trip played a part in what happened today, and it's really disappointing. We had some opportunities that we didn't take advantage of. And guess what? Nobody's going to feel sorry for us, so I don't expect that. The only thing we can do is to get back on track is us. It starts with me all the way down to every player on our roster to get this thing back on track. Because this one was really disappointing. I don't like the way we came out. I don't like the way we executed. And so when that happens, especially after coming off of a bye week, you got to evaluate everything. And I'll get that done. We'll get back in Monday. We've got a tough game coming up at home back in the Shell against Penn State. And we're going to do everything we can starting Monday to get this thing back on the right track. And it starts with me. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Mike, from the last two passes from Tolua, can you kind of take us through? We saw the one that Ty Felton on the sideline, and then the one that was intercepted.
There was a drop, and then the next one, the receiver's falling down on the ground. The players got to make plays. All right, it's our job as coaches to give us a scheme, put things in place, and we both have a responsibility within that relationship, coach and player. Players got to make plays, and coaches got to make sure we coach better. And both those plays were plays that could and should have been made. They weren't, but that was the story of the day for us.
And then after Lewis's fumble, it just looked like the ball fell out of his hand.
It fell out of his hand. Fell out of his hand. There's nothing I can say other than I don't know why the ball fell out of his hand.
Yeah, Northwestern had scored 20 points in the first half in almost 3 years. What did you see out of your secondary?
Well, I mean, just the secondary. I mean, we didn't tackle well. We see the same play that keeps hurting us. The flat wheel route with the post that they scored the touchdown on. We have field position where that's advantageous to how we play defense, and they go 97 and 99 yards. Again, they outplayed us, out hustled us, out hit us. And on defense today, we waited too long. I mean, we played a little better in the second half, getting the ball back to the offense. But obviously what happens is the turnover battle they won, the big play battle they won. And those are the two winning formulas for us. And we got outplayed.
Yeah, and then 3 penalties after the whistle. What do you have to say to your team after that?
I mean, going into this game, this officiating crew has thrown. They're the leading crew in the Big Ten with flags. We talked to them prior to the game that this team is going to officiate it really close and really tight. I think a couple times again we made poor decisions, but after the play stuff is stuff that I don't condone, and it's not. I mean, those are the things that are killing us right now, and it's my job. I got to get that fixed.
To Mike, I know you said after an open week, a loss is disappointing. Then also to have a bunch of starters back too in the lineup to make it even more so. I mean, considering
a loss is a loss. The one that's disappointing is that we didn't do the things that we're capable of, and we missed opportunities. And as I said, players have to play better, coaches have to coach better. And going into this week, we got to evaluate everything that we're doing. We did that through the bye week. Thought we put together a great plan. Didn't get executed the way it needs to be executed, and now I've got to get that fixed.
Anything? How was the practice this week? Anything practicing?
We got guys back healthy. We had intense practices. We were physical. We did all the things that we need to do to ramp up to play well, and we didn't play well. So again, I have to evaluate what I'm doing to make sure we're prepared to play well. But I also know that accountability is horizontal in our program, and our players got to make plays when they're there to be made. We've got to coach better and make sure that we put them in those positions in practice so they can execute when we need them to.
Take 2 more. Wayne.
This game, the Tajay Johnson line with Colbert was out there most of the time as a starting group. What went the decision to put them out in front of the Quayshawn Fuller Phillips and Hakeem Basote?
I mean, if you go back and look at it, they all played a bunch of plays. We always rotate guys in there. So I can't tell you how many plays which group played, but we played them all. And up front, we have been playing them all.
For the last one on Zoom, Ed.
Mike, I was wondering some of the stuff that went on this week with Kevin and Josh. Do you think that they served as distractions for the team this week?
You've been covering us enough to know that I don't make excuses. The things that took place, the distractions, I mean, that had no bearing on how we play or how we need to play. And that's my job when I say I got to evaluate. I didn't see any effect from those things. But as I go back to evaluate them, obviously it's disappointing for us to lose the way we lost today because, again, we got outplayed.
Thank you, coach.